testimony that you're about to give will be the truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
State your name, please, sir.
Ned York Jr.,
How old are you?
47.
I'll be 48.
28.
How long have you been involved with livestock?
My whole life.
And, you're holding a picture there. Hold that up, please, so you can see what that is. Is that the, property where, the horse Kelly was brought in?
Yes.
And in April and May of 23, they all have copies of it, you just want 20. So that's probably exhibit, C. So in April and May of 2023, were you living in that house?
I have multiple, residences. I have one in northern Mexico. I got one in Mountain.
Last weekend, go ahead and sit down.
Yeah, we
If you didn't notice,
own properties. Well, we own Keenan Times. You guys all familiar with Keenan Times, Nightmare? And we have a property in El Rico, New Mexico as well. Y'all familiar with El Rico? We ran cattle, Darkwood, up north.
okay, April of 2023. Were you involved in the arrangements to bring Kelly to that property to be bred?
Yes, and it's all via text message.
Were you living in the house there while you were trying to bring Kelly?
Yes, I was.
Did you observe Kelly on a daily basis?
Yes.
Did you notice any injuries to Kelly that affected her ability to walk, run, or stand?
No.
Did you arrange with Ollie to pasture breed Kelly?
Yes.
And on May 24th, that is the day where Kelly was brought to Dr. Franklin. Did you notice anything wrong with Kelly that day?
It was brought to my attention by Mr. Harris there. And when it was, I administered pain meds as I would any cow, horse, or any animal.
Did you try to administer strong pain meds?
Yes,
Why?
because she wasn't walking, so I administered pain meds that she could live in.
Had you noticed any of that condition the day before, the 2
No.
days before, the week before?
No,
And have you seen Kelly the days before that?
yes,
Have you seen her from a far distance, or have you seen her up close?
up close.
Describe to the board how you saw her up close.
Well, I check animals routinely. I feed cattle every day. Feed horses every day. We throw out big bales and everything every day. And then,
Did you take steps to minimize any pain or discomfort for Kelly once you identified that she had an issue?
well, yeah, I administered a lot of pain meds like I would to any animal.
Did you treat it as an emergency?
Well, yeah,
Emergency was that?
of course.
That's all I have, thank you. Sorry.
Sir, if I may.
Sure.
So the Kelly arrived at your property in April of 2022, correct?
Sure.
Do you remember the exact date?
I don't know the exact date.
Do you remember it was at the beginning or at the end?
It was at the end.
Okay, toward the end of May of 2023.
No. Towards the end of April.
I'm sorry, you're right, April, I do apologize. So the end of April of 2023. You indicated that you had conversations specifically about pasture breeding.
Yeah, and Lindsay Weathers will attest to that.
You had conversations with Polly.
Yes.
Were these verbal conversations or by some other mode?
Text message and by verbal.
Okay, so text messages should specifically mention.
I don't know if it specifically says that, but yeah, there were verbal conversations.
I guess I'm confused by your answer. Is there text messages that you have that discuss pasture breeding?
There should be both, more than likely.
Okay, there should be. Okay. Have you seen the defense exhibit?
I haven't looked at one of it. I don't have anything to lie about, sir.
And you're saying that you didn't see any injuries until May 24th, is that right?
No. All I know is that when the mare came to my place, she had laminitis. We had her trimmed, and that was part of the reason why she quit running on the racetrack. It's a common deal for a horse to be deemed with laminitis not to be racing on the racetrack.
Okay, so let's talk about when the horse came to you. In the beginning of that folder you have, the first photo in the state section, can you look at that, please, Tim? Is that a photo of Pelly when she was delivered to you?
That photo was taken by Mr. Harris right there, and it's angled at a different angle. And I can attest to that. That mare was underweight when I received that mare. And I told her that she needed to gain weight. And I was advised, and you can look in the text messages where she was asking about animal nutrition, because Miss Sedell had already lost, or Miss Oliveira had already lost like 4 horses to bad nutrition.
Okay.
That's why she was buying hay from me.
I need
to
to
feed her.
listen to the questions I'm asking you, sir, okay?
I'm listening to your question, and I'm
The question
giving
is,
you
is
an
that
answer.
photograph taken of Pelly when she was delivered to you?
Yeah, by Miss Harris right there, and I just gave you an answer, sir.
And that was in Denver, New Mexico, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
but
And that was
Miss
in
Harris also knows how to manipulate a photo to make her look better than she does, because Miss Harris even told me that mare needs to gain weight.
Move the carousel down?
Yes,
Okay. So, this was in April of 2023, correct?
correct?
Okay. And during the time period that she was with you, you checked on her, daily?
Correct?
Okay, so in that time period, you have a horse that's underweight, when she was delivered to you, correct?
Correct?
And she continued to lose weight to the point where she was approximately, what would you guess by the end? 100 plus pounds underweight?
Horses fluctuate at any given point between 50 to 100 pounds being underweight, and especially during breeding season. I bred many horses. These people know I breed horses all the time. They can fluctuate between 100 to 250 pounds. It's just like a bull. A bull, we feed bulls all the time. I had breeding bulls. They lose weight when they're with their cows. They fluctuate between 200 to 250, 500 pounds underweight. We bring them back in, we feed them, we get them back into breeding condition, and then we turn them back out with their cows. It's just the way it happens. Cows lose weight all the time too. They
Okay.
fluctuate with
What's
their weight.
not Pelly? Pelly?
I'm telling you, no. I'm giving you an example. So let me talk. Yes, I'm answering his question.
Oh, not Pelly, sir. I get to ask the question first, okay? So let's talk about Pelly. You got a horse that's delivered to you by your testimony underweight, and you think the best way to get this horse impregnated is by pasture breeding, which you, as already said, causes horses to lose 100 to 200 pounds.
Sir, the horse had a lot of forage. It had a big bale in front of it. Plus, it was getting a multitude of grain with it. So, sir, it had sufficient forage and it had sufficient fodder
it had sufficient nutrition, so it's okay in my book to breed it.
Okay, and let's talk about atrophy and muscle growth on different sides of the horse. So again, sir, in your vast training and experience,
Horses with laminitis, let me explain to you, can have atrophy on any side. Because when a horse has laminitis, it can carry itself in any which way to compensate on any leg. Because laminitis, there again, it can carry itself in any which way it can to compensate on any leg it's laying in.
and so you got this information and you pass it on to
Yes.
the owner,
Yes,
right?
because I had to pay a farrier, yes, and I have the text messages, read your text messages, because I had to pay a farrier and Ironman to go ahead and trim that horse, and I paid out of my own pocket because I felt bad for the mare.
So you're
And she
saying,
was barefoot trimming that mare, sir.
I'm not gonna ask any more questions because he clearly can't answer questions. Thank you very much.